OK, all right, Mike. Moderate views here on the Wright Stuff. Thank you for that.
Another one with you, Matthew. This is David from London Online.
David, good morning. Have you got a problem with cyclists?
Hi, Matthew. Yeah, I mean, I have a sort of double... It's a double thing with me, because I try to be as green as possible, but then the personal thing of, like, you know, coming out of my front door one day, cyclists cycles into me, and I say you shouldn't be on the pavement, and you're spat in the face. And it's so shocking, because it's sort of, you know, part of your personal space that you can walk on the pavement without actually someone spitting in you. And, you know, again, where I live, it's like the cyclists on the pavement. They've just put in a barrier through a little tunnel to stop cyclists going through really quickly under the railway line. And, of course, all they do now is slow down really carefully and weave through it and do exactly the same thing. And I suppose the thing that makes me most mad is that this is a self-righteous attitude that goes with being green, and yet in every other respect they break the law. But, I mean, what can you do? Because the police are so busy with everything else. They're not going to stop people and say, like the gentleman who's just called, you know, you've broken the law by
I really feel for him, because I imagine it happens all the time. Cyclists scratching cars. If the cyclist stops and offers to pay, he can still give you a false name and address and never actually do it. But most of them, from what I've heard from people talking around the office now, people just cycle off as if they're not responsible.
There's also a lot of cyclists who get killed by bad car drivers.
Undoubtedly. As there are motorcyclists who pay insurance and pay road tax, money that goes towards society, that pays for the roads, that pays for the ambulances that come and pick them up. Cyclists don't pay anything.
Can I ask a question here, Matthew? A couple of your calls have talked about, you know, damage done to their cars, and I've had it done to mine, and the cyclists just disappear. I mean, they're under no legal obligation to pay up.
Actually, all insurance does is act on your behalf, so you could still take a civil tort against them, but you would have to pay.
But I mean, if they had their own insurance, it'd be so much easier, wouldn't it?
Yeah. A couple more calls if we can, please.
Let's go to Kerry from Leicestershire on line 5.
Kerry, good morning.
Morning.
Are cyclists, is it getting out of control?
Sort of, because I am a cyclist, and I think I'm 16, and it's the only way I can get around.
OK.
I'm not old enough to learn to drive a car. I hate the bus system where I live, and it's like... And what annoys me, I am insured because I come from a cycling family.
Right.
And I'm careful, and then you get all the drivers that come up behind me. Once I was riding, I had to take a wide berth, and this car came right up to me, knocked me off, and started swearing at me. And
not good. I mean, the point being that there are good cyclists and there are bad cyclists. The statistics say that half of all cyclists jump red lights. So if we take that as being the proportion that willingly and regularly break the law, then half of all cyclists are bad cyclists. That is a poor statistic. Should they all be insured like yourself, Kerry?
Yeah, we should be insured because we are using the road. But it's when cyclists are riding responsibly and then the car drivers blame us for something that they do wrong.
Absolutely. The trouble is, until we're all on an even platform, we've all got insurance, we've all got road tax, there will be that dispute. Kerry, thank you. One more.
We've got David now from Preston on line 3.
David, good morning.
Hi, I see what you say about cyclists jumping red light. Obviously, it's not acceptable for people who think that they're above the law like that. But I think that I can accept cycling more than motorcycling, for instance, because it's kind of more an expression of free will. You're actually putting some effort into it, you know what I mean?
That's the pros and cons of the activity. But if a motorcyclist scrapes my car as it feeds through the traffic, I can take down his number plate even if he doesn't stop, and my insurance company will find that motorcyclist, and hopefully he'll have insurance, and that insurance will pay for the damage to my car. Right. If you come past my car and you accidentally scrape my car, or you deliberately scrape my car, I don't know you from Adam, I've got no way of tracking you down, and you get off scot-free and I get left with the bill. That is not fair.
As with a pedestrian, surely.
Well, yeah, but pedestrians, as a rule, I don't know, don't deliberately go up to cars and knock them down because they're on the pavement.
Oh, well, it depends what sort of area you live in, I think.
David,
to be honest with you.
I think you're splitting hairs. Get rid of him. Thank you very much for all the calls on that. Oh, God, if I ran the world, what a world it would be.
Oh, God.
Now, after the ads, oh, God, Larry, would you Google a new lover on Google before you met